Hello everyone, it's Brandon here, welcome back to the Pilot Stud channel, Microsoft Flight Simulator NewsBite Episode 6. Fly-by-Wire have released a 42-second long video on their YouTube channel previewing WingFlex on their upcoming A380X project, freeware for Microsoft Flight Sim on PC. While there is still plenty to do, it's nice to see this, as many developers leave something like WingFlex to the very last, even if they do actually put it in there. Now, Fly-by-Wire have confirmed in the description of this video that the level of WingFlex and the physics associated with it will change depending on how much fuel are in the tanks within the wing. Something like that really isn't necessary, but Fly-by-Wire always go above and beyond, and that will definitely pay off when this freeware project is released for free on PC. A short but very promising insight from the Fly-by-Wire A380 team. Sticking with Fly-by-Wire, users of the A320 NX can now access version 1 of the custom VNAV system in the development version of the wonderful A320 NX. Now, while many of us, including me, have been using the newish VNAV system in the experimental version for quite some time, it is refreshing to see the Fly-by-Wire team mitigate it over to the development version. I don't believe it adds any groundbreaking features that weren't in the experimental version, but it does show that Fly-by-Wire are confident that the features are tested and stable enough to be moved across. Of course, when they're moved over to stable, they'll be ready for everyone. Now, for those of you who don't know, VNAV stands for vertical navigation and is the part of the A320's autopilot, and most modern airliners, or all modern airliners, have a VNAV system, and it basically handles altitude and therefore, in most cases, speed. Especially on cities and stars where the aircraft will hopefully follow some sort of speed and height constraints. And Fly-by-Wire's version 1 of it includes a polished vertical guidance system which works in all phases of flight when on managed mode, and there is still some good way to go with it, especially if we're comparing it to the payware A320ceo by Phoenix. But all in all, this is great news. Fly-by-Wire really are at the very best of flight simulation, so my hat once again goes off to them. Now, sticking with the Airbus theme, recently a new flight sim peripheral was announced, although it still very much is early days for it. Mini Cockpit have announced the MiniFCU, a new plug and play bit of hardware designed to replicate an A320's flight control unit, which is an autopilot panel to you and me basically. Now, although of course with Airbus being very well standardised, this fits in with most modern Airbuses, but I do express caution here, this is still in a funding stage. According to the website, it launches in about 18 days, which I believe is through a Kickstarter project, and for obvious reasons here, of course, again, I do express caution. Any Kickstarter project is never 100% guaranteed. The website looks glossy and cool, and admittedly, I really do like the sound of the product, but I think it's best to wait and see what happens here. I do very much hope we see this product reach the market though. It looks very cool, and personally it's something we need. And from a retail price of around $250 US, I think that's pretty good to be fair. Although the Kickstarter does say we might get it as low as 99, but I don't really know. I guess we'll find out in 18 days. On that note, there's all your Microsoft Flight Simulator news for you all today. It has very much been an Airbus dominated episode, but I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll see you all around, hopefully some of you at FS Expo in Houston in June this year. On that note, I'll see you around guys. Bye bye.